Diamond or Chanel, take a airy flavor. Pussy ass rap nigga got whack for faking. Heard you broke ass niggas lacking paper. Put so much money on your head, we had your mama dick. Right here with that switch, I mean them niggas spank. We shoot the 308, you might just die in 5th grade. Hit like a brand new pair of shoes, man, them boys elation. Come back to the hood, we chillin' there in spaceships. I ain't even fucked your bitch, but she got a face. I cut the bitch off, she wasn't even great. Strap got heat triggers when them bitches chase. Slept with Philly in the club, these shots don't need no chase. He walked in, switched the move, cause I walked in with tape. He walked in, switched the move, cause I walked in with tape.
Hey, Jolo, we shooting outside.
I done got active. I went up 2 levels, popping your perky, your 30, your blue devil. I with the hole, I'm on a new level. I get the dump in this bitch like a 3 battle, fucking the good. I tried to shoot like a release a trade, pull up a 2 levels. No business man, but don't got on no shoe never. I put it all on the line for these 2 letters. Pull up and broad, that bitch like 2 times. Upgraded my life, I had to do better. I'm aggravated. In New York at the back of that hotel on 2 extra. I'm on that train, I'm up a new level. Fuck up security, I know my crew steppers. I get the geeking when I'm on the millies. I spill me some drink, almost fucked up my new level. Money and problems, choppers and cutters. But for that paper, boy, I was a hustler. Time at the time had to show that I'm different. I really want made me a lot out of the gutter. That shit that they had, ooh, that's what I got now. Used to hit packs, but I'm passing them out now. I done got more confident, let's go now. 20K day shit, I'm trying to go out now. I take a ride to NY just to shop now. My bitch came, got more than I got now. Sell 100 elbows, really got pounds. Lot of broke, well-known niggas out now. Know what a square with a block, with a bird do. All white for the legend, that virgin. Going broke for an image, niggas turban. Had your money right and I still went serving. Going vanish mode like a DM. Really playing outside like a DN. How the whole hold on, we went got me an island girl on a Puerto Rican. 50K 5 band shit cheap then. And I just see how I ain't speaking. Really think on my level, you geeking. Got bricks they on me this weekend. I done got active. I went up 2 levels, popping your perky, your 30, your blue devil. I with the hole, I'm on a new level. I get the dump in this bitch like a 3 battle, fucking the good. I tried to shoot like a release a trade, pull up a 2 level. No business man, but don't got on no shoe never. I put it all on the line for these 2 letters. Pull up and broad, that bitch like 2 times. I'm great in my life, I had to do better. I'm aggravated. In New York at the back of that hotel on 2 extra. I'm on that train, I'm up a new level. Fuck up security, I know my crew steppers. I get the geeking when I'm on the millies. I spill me some drink, almost fucked up my new level. 10 every week, spend that on clothes. Shit ain't about nothing, that's rest of my shows. Fucking up money, ain't making no money. I still got the highs and I still got the lows. You ain't trying to spend down, don't talk to me. Got 3 phones banging, place calling me. Shoot 50 through the counter, that's all this week. How the bitch block me and still stalking me. If I live on my arm, cool 80 on hand. Life got me so high, some save on land. Got a store any bread, but he play with them bread. Got the heights on tilt, shit baby. The plans you go forward on all formats. Might make a fiend die, get more traffic. D-boy 990, some more rats. Tight bricks like this, doing more traffic. I don't even got op shit, old news. Probably one of them left, bitch broke too. Richer than all these niggas, let them know too. Them bitches get in my hand, they gon' go to. My bitch out in the league, don't try that. I only put in 2 or 5 back. I switch phones too much for a wide tap. And I'm scoring right now, you should lie back. I done got active. I went up 2 levels, popping your perky, your 30, your blue devil. I with the old, I'm on a new level. I get the dump in this bitch like a 3 battle, fucking the good. I tried to shoot like a release a trade, pull up a 2 level. No business man, but don't got on no shoe never. I put it all on the line for these 2 letters. Pull up and broad, that bitch like 2 times. I'm great in my life.
Damn!
I'm aggravated. In New York at the back of that hotel on 2 extra. I'm on that train, I'm up a new level. Fuck up security, I know my crew steppers. I get the geeking when I'm on the millies. I spill me some drink, almost fucked up my new level.
that's I'm him. I did the impossible, but I'm not Kim. Gotta be by the escalator. Him on the rim, hit the butter with a blitz. We gon' study his film. I ain't gotta say nothing, ain't know it's for real. Country, trying to give me a meal. You want you some pilots, you got you a deal. Mr. Bushwick, bitch, tell me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the LA Chargers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
19 Charger, 19 Charger. 10 to 11, 10 to 11, Charger 16.
And Stroud now to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
Shelling through the defense. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass, because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Stroud on third down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First and 10, it's Stroud. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now it's second and 10.
Check mash.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hey, Chad.
Now Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On second down, it's Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
Chubb. Touchdown, Houston. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Texans say they have it. They do. Well, they just scored. They got the lead, and they decide to keep their foot on the accelerator, so to speak.
Scouting, scouting, scouting. They had to have seen something in their preparation for this game that told them in this situation, if they get the look they like, let's go ahead and go for it anyway. They like being bold.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. On first down, here's Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll see if
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Herbert now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Chargers had 10-3 on the year, and they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. Yard line, 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. You're running.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder, this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Third and 3. Operating from the gun, Black. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick here is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they have. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Through the middle of the field. CeeDee Lamb, touchdown, Houston. CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are once again back in front. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And that hurts if it was. The kick kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun, Black. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. Able to avoid him at the 40. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 10. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Stroud working out of the gun. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Black.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
19 Lions.
Final play of the half, Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell.
And he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Stroud to throw it.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. The punt team on now as from their end zone they get it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Foster Moreau from 10 yards out. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Chubb will try the middle here. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Stroud out of the gun here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the result. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
79 Broncos. Go.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That is caught by Lamb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
18, 5 in.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible.
Cut that team. Cut that. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Tank Dell from 8 yards out.
And the Texans have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Complete at the 1. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Black. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On first down, Black looking for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off play action. Black.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
So an interesting call there to take the three, and I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
19 Lions, 19 Titans, 19 Titans, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Throwing now is Stroud. Drops it off for Chubb. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and...
Touchdown, Texans! CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2. And it's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So now the Texans offense back onto the field. They'll line up and go for 2 here. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Black. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He may go. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Charger drive about to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit.
Here's a toss coming right. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready?
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
18 Rattler. 60 Bobcat. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hustle.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Handoff comes to Chubb. Down at the 25.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. CeeDee Lamb, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Texans stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Texans 54, Chargers 26.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I ain't tripping, this is easy. Easy, got them excited to meet me. Meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let 'em boy, put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch him talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rack for real. Broski turn into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like